What's up, guys? This is Christian, and what I really wanted to talk about today is motivation. And the biggest, what is motivation? It's kind of excelling yourself, or like putting yourself in a state of mind where you're just inspired to do whatever you want to do. And there's tricks and tips that you can learn to be motivated, and a lot of it comes down to self-motivation, because the most successful people are self-motivated. Because if you're not feeling sure of yourself and you don't have that self-motivation, how are you going to break through all your barriers? It's very difficult. It's very tough. And a lot of people that don't have that self-motivation, that go into things like into aspects of business or just anything they love to do, they set themselves up for failure. It's because, let's say, they do have a spark of motivation and they use it, they kind of get the ball rolling, but that usually, motivation usually dies out. And when that motivation dies out, so does their goals, whatever they're chasing. So you always want to build that willpower of self-motivation, so when you do lose it, you can still have those little tricks that kind of sparks it back up. So a lot of things that I like to do when I lose motivation, I kind of surround myself with things that get me really pumped up, like certain music, like techno gets me really pumped up, like even rock, like just lyrics that mean something gets me really pumped up because I kind of resonate with it. And I even watch like YouTube channels where people do like the same thing, like what I'm doing. They talk into a camera and they kind of motivate you through their life experiences. Like I watch RSD Tyler, I watch Elliot Holmes, Ty Lopez, who's more on the business aspect. But even that, like I start thinking like, wow, he's doing really well. I want to do that. I feel like I can do the same thing that he's doing, and it doesn't matter like what your background is, because we're all like fed from the same cloth. So if he can do it, I can do it. And another channel that really helps me out a lot is Strength and Philosophy. And I make sure that I immerse myself into these channels, because when I don't have that motivation, it really pumps me up. And self-motivation, the way I kind of build that, it took a lot of willpower at first. It took a lot of struggle, but it's kind of like forcing positive thinking into your brain when you have negative thoughts. So let's say I used to be a very negative thinker, and back then I would dwell on those negative thoughts for, let's say, a day, a week, a month. But like now, it'll maybe take me from like a few minutes to like a couple of hours to kind of get out of that negative mood and motivate myself again. Because it's been a little hectic the last few months with me. Like I've been feeling a lot of negativity, and it's one of these few months is what really hardened my shell. Why I became so strong emotionally, and like now, because I used to feed into my emotions, like it was just an impulse for me, and I would always feed into my emotions. And one of the things I've learned is that you are not your emotions, so I can't really feed into them. And once I kind of became like hardened and I don't follow them, that's when I started to really implement my values. And the impulses didn't go away, it's just I knew how to deal with them better. And once I started dealing with my impulses and I just chased my value, my motivation just kind of came naturally. So my negative thought processes are dwindling, like it's less, and I'm just totally focused on like the big picture at this point. I'm like, okay, I see all these people that I admire, I see what they're doing, and I think, well, if they're doing this, what can I do to kind of achieve that? But the thing is that you always want to kind of make it your own. Like if somebody did something, like learn from that person, but really find your own style to it. Find your own way of doing it, because you don't want to copy somebody. You always want to find like your own unique twist to it. Because I personally, like when I'm doing something, I don't want to copy somebody else. I want to see like, oh, no, my brain is different from somebody else's, and somebody else's brain is different from somebody else's. Let's see what my brain can do. Let's see how I can kind of twist the way I see somebody doing this, like twist somebody else's point of view, and that even gets me motivated. It's like, oh my God, I can create. Like, what can I create? Like, creation is to me one of the best things, and it's also to me, like, creation and freedom coincide together. Because when I have full freedom, that's when I get really creative. Because like I kind of let all my like barriers and like whatever limits me I just throw it out the door, and I'm like, okay, all right, so I wanna do this with this project, this with this project. How can I fit this together? And what can I do here, 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 here? And like that just builds like this like investment of emotions to the point where like my motivation is just like focused on one simple task. I'm just getting more and more and more and more into it, and at that point, I'm just like easy, like flowing through it, and that's what I want like you guys to see is like find what really gets you motivated, like find those little baby steps where you can get to that motivation as quickly as possible, and it's really all I got to say today. It's a really nice day out. There was supposed to be a hurricane, but that never happened. So I'll see you guys in my next video. Remember to like, comment, subscribe. I'll make sure to answer. You can even email me. It's my email is on my YouTube channel in the About section, so you can always email me. And much love. I'll see you guys next time.
Okay, what's up guys? So in my video I mentioned 4 YouTube channels, RSD Tyler, Elliot Holst, Ty Lopez, and Strength and Philosophy. And I'm going to put a link in the description below so you guys can check them out, because the kind of things they talk about is very inspirational and it tends to help me out a lot, like I said in the previous videos. So hopefully you guys check it out. They do talk about some great things, and it will definitely help you. So catch you guys next time.